Hey, Jeremy here, and in this video I'll be going through a Shopify website, doing a quick audit to look at some keyword data and some other technical items that may be impacting their ability to rank online. So whether you are associated with this brand or not, hopefully you can find some value from this video. So first thing I want to do is look at some general overview data on the domain here in this tool called Ahrefs. And the two big data points I like to look at first are referring domains and DR, or domain rating, just to get an idea as to how strong or how authoritative the domain is. So a referring domain, if you're unfamiliar, is a unique instance of a different website on the internet linking to this domain in this case. And the reason I look at these is because Google looks at referring domains or links from other websites as votes of confidence or trust signals. So as a website owner, you want to have trusted sites linking to your site. And as you do, as you get more sites linking to you, your DR or domain rating tends to increase. Now, DR is not an official Google metric for rankings, but it does tell us how strong or how authoritative a domain is in general, and also lets us know how difficult a keyword or phrase is likely to be to rank for based on the site's ranking for it. So DR is on a 0 to 100 scale. And the next thing to look at then would be just a quick overview down here at the chart here of performance for the domain. And you can see the blue line is referring domains or links from unique links from other domains over time, and the orange is organic traffic. So in general, as referring domains increase, organic traffic should increase as well. And that is what is happening here, which is good for them. Now, the other thing here at the bottom, you can see the number of keywords they're ranking for is increasing too. So there are some positive factors working in their favor here, which is nice. But what else can be done, if anything, to help them rank better? So this chart here shows all keywords and phrases the site here ranks for and in Google. And I have this filtered to remove any URL that contains blog. And the reason for that is initially I like to look at keywords and phrases that have usually a greater buying intent. And these would be oftentimes showing us collections or product pages or potentially content pages, but in general it gives us some idea as to what keywords we can focus on initially and where there may be some massive gaps or massive opportunities. So you can see here 642 different keywords, and I have this filtered by or sorted by search volume per month. And the one that I wanted to look at here is washable silk. So you can see here 1,000 searches per month. It's estimated they're getting 2 visitors from those 1,000 potential customers here, and they're ranked at number 21. So if we look here at the search results, wanted to just go over a couple different things here that we're seeing and get some ideas as to what they can do to improve. So you see here, they're down here at number 21, and they have this collection page here for washable silk. Now there's another one that's indexed for them, washable silk slash 716. So we'll look at that more in a second here. But the first thing to do is just look and see is there any optimization that's way off on the page itself? Title, is the URL structure messed up? Is there any H1 tag that's missing on the page? Things like that. So if we look here at the actual page itself, you can see here they do have an H1 here. The title, if we look at this other plugin here, is washable silk blouses, shirts, and robes, washable silk clothing, or pipe separator, tnlo-tnlo.com. So you can see here 92 characters. That's too long for what would show in the Google search result. And also they have washable silk in here twice, which sometimes is not an issue, but for a title like this, I would not recommend having that in there twice. And then the description is set way too long. You can see here how long this is, and they have washable silk in here once, twice, 3 times. So definitely over optimized from the description as well. Now the canonical, I'll get to this in a second here. This is if you have multiple pages that have the same content or very similar content, you can set a canonical on that page to let Google know that this is the primary page for this key phrase or for this content. And this makes sense as we start to look at either sub-collections or if there's pagination. So if you have a product list and then you have to click to page 2 to see more products for this same collection, then you would likely have /collections /washable silk /2 or page 2. And you do not want to attempt to rank all of those pages. You want to rank the primary page and then set a canonical for those other ones. So that could be causing some issues here as well. Now, one of the ways to check that is to do what's called a site operator search. So we go into Google, type in site : and then we type in the URL for the primary collection, and this will let us know if there are any either sub collections or if there's any pagination going on. And you can see here they have the primary one ranking first, or shown first here, and then we have /fiesta /spun 914 SPFA. So the other process here then is to look and see if the canonical is set correctly for some of these subpages. And if we look here at the optimization for this, the canonical is self-referencing for the page itself. And so this is not set correctly. Now I realize I'm getting into some of the specifics here, but these are the factors we look at when we're figuring out optimization for a site and what can and should be cleaned up to help rank better. And then the last thing to look at here briefly would be on the page itself here. Is there any content where a search engine can read and understand a little bit more about it, and or humans, a purchaser, could read a little bit more about it? So if we look here, there is a little bit of content here, but nothing great. And in terms of content length or organization, it's just a sentence here, a couple sentences, and then a paragraph. So it's not very user-friendly from that perspective. Now, if we look at one of the competing sites, this would be a more recommended structure for setting up content. If we look at Quince, I believe this is how you pronounce this, and you look at their washable silk page that they're ranking for, and they're at the top of Google, we scroll down here, and again, content does not need to be above your product list, but it is recommended to have some content on the page. So if we get down to the way bottom here, they have a Q&A section that is actually very easy to read. What is washable silk? Is it okay to get silk wet? And so on. And it makes it, again, very user-friendly, easy to read, easy to understand. And the other benefit is this gets additional keywords and phrases into the search results for them. So this is absolutely something that I would recommend having, and something that can help you not only help your page itself rank better for the primary keyword, but help you rank for additional keywords and phrases as well. So that is what I would look at, and some of the initial factors we look at from an optimization perspective when doing or analyzing a Shopify site. And then we would follow this process for looking at other pages, other collections, products, and go through and see if there are any other opportunities from that perspective. And then looking at content, blog posts, things like that, to further optimize the site and make sure that we're capturing as much traffic as we can. And that's it. Hopefully you got some value from this video, and I'll see you in the next one.